Hello again, my friends, and you are my friends. And can I please ask you all to give me a load of blue hearts if you can hear me live outside Portman Road following Ipswich Town 2, Port Vale 1. We passed, but we finally came from behind and we entered the top, well, stay in the top two. Could have been a lot better with Plymouth seemingly never-endingly wanting to go away. We'll come to those in a second. I know Phil's very passionate this evening, but as always, hit the join button on YouTube. Become a Talking Town fifth stander. Support the platform that is for the fans, by the fans. So I'm live tonight, outside Portman Road. Phil, Plymouth, they won't go away, will they?
No, they won't. And they're very, very good at scoring last-minute fluky goals.
Well, I've not seen the goals tonight, so I can't say if it was fluky. But they won't go away. Town are still in the top two, though, so that's the positive. And tonight, the 6-0 wins are great. Love them. Some of the favourite days of the fan. But then again, last-minute winners and real have to fight every inch to earn it are some of the best performances, are they not?
It was a game of two halves tonight, literally the first half. Town were flat, a bit clueless, wayward passing, and their movement was just non-existent in the first half.
Agree with that.
Port Vale grabbed their goal for half-time, a psychological blow, but the second half was different.
Different how? Different why?
I trust McKenna. I trust McKenna to make the right selections when they need to come. And at half-time tonight, he did just that. And Nathan Broadhead stepped up second half and was the difference for us tonight.
Well, this is it. And obviously the first goal is a really lovely finish. Just using the momentum of the ball to guide it into the net, and the second was a penalty. But I said after the first, to the people I sit with, me Nan, big up me Nan, that's why you pay £1.5 million.
You do at this level. It certainly shows as well. And coming from a Premier League club, he tonight made the difference for us at such a crucial time because Plymouth won't go away.
They won't. And to their credit, neither Wednesday. Wednesday are crumbling, but they're hanging in there.
They're hanging in there, yeah. They're hanging in there. Played a game more. I was expecting daylight between us and the third place team tonight after tonight's game, and it wasn't to be. But the promotion picture is a little bit clearer tonight with Barnsley dropping points, with a solitary point tonight, which means I think they're now 6 points behind us. Crucially, even though they do play us, in about a week's time, I feel confident that Town will see through these two away games, make it through to the Exeter game. Well, I'm confident we'll get enough points.
You're confident we're going to get... Well, of course you are. You're a Town fan. I'm a Town fan. I'm confident we're getting enough points. A super chat has just come in. Appreciate that. I can't quite see the name. Michael Wood's going to shout at me who the name is. David. Thank you very much, David, for the super chat. I truly appreciate that. Follow his great lead if you're watching this live in the comfort of a warm home. Because it's quite cold here, actually.
It's been quite chilly today. It's obviously cold.
But then the loving it cold really warms you up. Let's discuss that before I bring in Coxie.
Yeah.
Not one, not two, I hear you say, but 3 handballs in a row. I'm incandescent by the second. I'm out of my chair. And for those that sit around me, I'm in the cobble stand. You don't normally get out of your chair in a cobble stand unless you're going home. I was out of my chair. I was effing. I was jeffing. I was see you next Tuesday in. I was absolutely off my rocker. And then he finally gave it. Any one of them could be a penalty, though, couldn't it?
Well, I was up the other end, Gav, so my mission of sight on all 3 of those decisions were somewhat obscured. But what I will say is tonight that Port Vale came, they parked the coach, they make the pitch so much bigger than it needed to be tonight. And that goalkeeper for Port Vale was wasting so much time in the first half. He deserved his yellow card, and he got his yellow card.
He did.
The keeper gets booked in the first half for time wasting.
They're done.
It's ludicrous. He's like Speedy Gonzalez at the end.
My man of the match tonight was Broadhead because, quite simply put, his goals tonight made the difference for us. All important 3 points.
Perfect. Phil, appreciate you coming on. Matt, as we've not got a Sunday show tomorrow because it's Tuesday.
Cheers, mate.
Cheers, Phil. Appreciate it, my friend.
Yeah. What day is it again, sorry?
It's Tuesday.
Right,
it's Tuesday,
okay.
Apparently.
So you know where I am.
Phil Blundell, really upset that Plymouth have come back, but obviously loving the Nathan Broadheads. I just said to him, they're the reasons you spend 1.5 on a player because that's twice now since January. He's got us out of the muck. Wednesday.
Where would we be without him?
And today.
Yeah. Where would we be without him? Going back to the Plymouth thing, you've got to give them credit, innit? They've gone to their Devon Derby? Devon Derby, won that. Got to come back behind against Shrewsbury tonight. You've got to give them credit.
Yeah.
We're in second. It's worth just as much.
Oh, absolutely. Two go up, the top two. You know, it's all don't have a trophy, obviously, but although I hear second have a trophy these days, so I don't know. Anyway,
we'll take it.
What were your thoughts on the game? Because everyone was walking in thinking it'd be a steamroll 6-0.
Yeah.
But it was hard work.
Again, we probably saw a lot of how we played. That first half was a lot of how we played pre-Christmas, and some of the new signings coming in, where we started off okay. And then it got slower and slower and slower. And then, of course, the old problems come back, don't they? You've got all the possession. What was it, 73, 74% first half? And go down the other end, have one shot outside the area on the touch of the box, and we've gone to goal down.
The asthmatics now came back.
Yeah. Well, you saw that against Cheltenham as well, didn't you? But, I mean, we did think that maybe that was just the wind and the conditions. But I think as you still do struggle to break down teams, it's difficult. I mean, how are you supposed to get in and around them? But second half, you had renewed energy. That cross that come in for... Broadhead to score wasn't as deep, was it?
No.
As some of the crosses in the first half. It was a bit more around the penalty spot.
Just uses the momentum of the ball to guide it in.
Clipped it. That's why we bought him. That's why he's one of the best players. Well, maybe the best player in the division.
A proactive substitution by McKenna in the sense of Edwards, a more forward-thinking, natural player than Davis. It did have my eyebrows raised, and I will be honest, because Leif Davis, one of the best chance creators in this division. You're chasing a goal. Yeah, but his crossing weren't good, was it? I mean, at least you think Edwards is going to create something. Big up Dino for the microphone covers.
Yeah.
What a hero. We all love a bit of Dino.
Did you watch the pen?
Did I watch it?
Yeah,
I did.
I contemplated not watching it, but I did watch it.
I turned away. I got in tune with the universe like I did for Harry Kane in the summer.
Yeah.
And I said, goal. So I turned around and he scored.
Did you have him on your match bingo?
No, I didn't, no. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Match bingo.
I haven't gone crazy like that again. Look, you can hear my voice has gone a bit.
No,
I was going mental at the end now.
Well, I was already on the come down from the fact I was up out of my chair for the 3 handballs. But by the second, I was starting to feel I was effing Jeffing. See you next Tuesday. And he didn't want to give them, man.
No, he didn't. He funny ref, wasn't he? Kept doing like little posturing, like.
To me, he's one of those referees. My word is king, and if you're going to argue, we'll stand here for 20 minutes discussing the point.
It was a bit like that.
Whereas, I just want to get on with it. And players, particularly at 1-1 or 1-0 down, want to get on with it. And
it shows you the difference tonight, I think, between a team that still could get relegated, unlikely, but still could, and were there trying to get something, whereupon Charlton just looked like it was on the beach to me.
Yeah, they did a little bit, didn't they? But I said to feel the 6-0s are great as fans, but nights like tonight are so much better because you've had to really fight and work for it.
Let me tell you, if you've not seen the game, we've really had to dig that out. We made everywhere with the first half. We played well second half, but it was still difficult, wasn't it?
It really was.
Man of the match? And maybe we would have drawn that at Christmas time. And I would have been on the old McKenna out train. Who's been man of the match? Oh, it's got to be Broadhead, isn't it?
Perfect.
I mean, the first half was probably illustrated by the fact that when Chaplin got the ball, there were three Port Vale defenders around him.
Yep.
Just couldn't get into the game, could he?
No.
But happy days, Broadhead. Brilliant. That'll do me. I've got a train to get, boy.
You have. See you Friday night. Right. Coxie, I'll bring you in.
There you go, Coxie.
Mr. Phillips, cheers.
Mr. Peter Cox, the famous Coxie 2-1. If we did a pre-game show, you'd have said it. You'd have been right tonight. But just how hard was that?
People throwing things.
I've dropped my earpiece.
Oh, right, yeah. That's why it's down there.
Oh, cheers. Sorry, leave it there. Don't worry.
Yeah, well, to tell you the truth, Governor, and I thought we were going to lose that for a long period of time. Yeah.
Just in case anyone's any doubt, it is live.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
And the season flew for real. Time to count up, boys and girls. Time to count up. Where were we? 2-1.
Yeah, 2-1. It's the first game for a long while. I thought we could have lost that one. But I couldn't hear bits and pieces what Matt Phillips said, but it looked like our Achilles heel again. In the fan zone before, there was people saying it was going to be 5 or 6-0, and I thought people, and the shows as well, people will go on more on about Peterborough on Saturday and Barnsley next Tuesday. I thought everyone's overlooked Port Vale, and we dug it out. Didn't think, like you said, didn't think the penalty was ever come. How many times we shouted at these 3, didn't we?
Did you ever get of the 3 incidences like I did? Because right in front of
me. I just shouted at that time. You just shouting for anything,
It's right in front of me in the cobbled, and I've never been as angry for a long time at a referee. Once, twice, 3 times.
Yeah. You eventually gave it, and
give the decision, man. Come on.
Yeah.
I always ask you, turning points in the game. Where's the game turned, either in Town's favour or not? Is it as simple as Nathan Broadhead's wonderful right foot this evening?
I think that it was the difference. It's got us back in the game. That was a turning point because Port Vale obviously came for a point or 3 points.
From minute one, they were time wasting.
We've seen this 100 times, and that's been our Achilles heel. Tonight we've just about overcome that. Yeah, that was a turning point. I think Broadhead was probably just a little bit of difference, and he can play better than that, and the team can play better than that. But we've dug a result out tonight.
We have, and that's what champions do.
And that's apparently what champions do. So.
Well, certainly teams that are promoted come game 46.
Yeah.
And do you think we'll finish in the top 2?
I hope so. I don't know if my blood pressure going to take another 4 games for the end of the season. Hopefully not going to be like that. But
absolutely. Man of the match. If he's not called Nathan Broadhead, who else stood out for you?
It's a bit hard. I don't know. There's a few, there's a few performances not as good as they've been recently. I think it has to be Broadhead. I can't say. Yeah. So,
Coxie, as always, a real pleasure. Colin, I'll finish with yourself.
Lord Goat.
Come on in, my man. We're going to finish with you.
How are we?
If Town are going to win the league, as you keep telling me we are, Plymouth are eventually going to have to go away. But they're refusing at the moment, Mr. Blum.
Do you know what? I've said it once or twice since we've been here, and I've said it once or twice in the stadium today. I heard that they've got a 96-minute winner. Look, if your Plymouth fans are watching tonight, I said we had a little joke on Saturday. Look, I hold my hands up to you, and I think any Town fan will. You've been there all season. You're continuing to dig out results, and for that I applaud you. But I still think there's going to be a twist. You still got to go to this lot, last game of the season, and I'll tell you what, boys. If they need, now they might do. If they need a point or 3, they might need a point maybe to stay up. I wouldn't say. Look, we went there this year. In the evening, didn't we?
1-3-2 that night.
1-3-2, and that wasn't easy.
No, it wasn't.
That wasn't easy at all, and we didn't play overly badly that night. Port Vale gave us a real good, a stiff test, like they did tonight. To be fair,
yeah.
I mean, for long periods, I wouldn't say they played well, but I'd say they defended very, very well.
Gave us a tough test. They really matched
I'll tell you one
us.
thing I did tonight, Gov, and obviously nobody who's around us now actually. I said to Matt Phillips a little while ago, which somebody had a tape on me actually. In the first half and in the second half, I was actually saying, do you know what I think? There's a lad who sits behind me. The lad who gave me 60 quid the other week, for the fun.
For the foundation, for the found, yep.
I kept saying to him, I honestly think we're going to, if he came down in there and telling the truth, I kept saying even in the first half, I think we're getting, I had that premonition that we're going to get a pin tonight. And this old boy who sits in front of me, he goes, bloody, as soon as we got it, he goes, you're all right a bet on that, Colin. And I said, yeah, but I'll tell you what, you got to hand it to Nathan Broadhead. You and Rich love to call him, and Matt love to call him the needle mover. And that is exactly what he is. He's a very, very good. He's too good for this league.
Oh, yeah.
He's too good for this league.
He won't be in it much longer.
Sorry?
Won't be in it much longer.
He won't. I mean, the thing is, at the end...
Town are going up.
Bono, brilliant. The thing is, at the end of the day, it's ours to lose now, in my opinion.
Well,
you
say there's going to be a twist. Tonight was almost the twist in the wrong direction because...
I agree with that, Gov. I agree with that.
At half-time, I thought I'd seen this story all too many times as a Town fan. A game you're expecting to win, no manager, player suspended... You won those at half-time, barely mustering a shot on target.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. And I'll tell you what, Martin, I actually had a guy, I went downstairs, at half-time, just basically, I didn't want to go anything. I just wanted to be on my kind of own. I stood by the wall for a little while and just get my thoughts. And there was a guy come across who actually was at our book launch. I can't think of his name, which is terrible because he's a lovely guy. And he came over and had a chat with me. And he said to me, come on, what are we going to do tonight in Colin? I said, I did actually think we'd turn it around. I did think we turned it around. But I did say to him, if you're watching this, he'd back me up. I did say to him, it ain't going to be easy, but I did think we turned it around. It was a good turn round tonight, because a lot of teams wouldn't have turned that round tonight. They did defend very, very well. I'll tell you what, a lot of their, what was it, back three or whatever.
2 months ago, 3 months ago, he wouldn't have turned that around tonight.
No, I totally agree with that. But we've got that heart, we've got that passion, and we've got that, total commitment to the cause, which I think is going to see us through. I mean, we go to Peterborough on Saturday, and quite honestly, I'm not going to say, but what people want me to say. They're half decent at home. Are they good enough to beat us on our day, like we played on Saturday? If we take the Saturday team to London Road
I'll blow them away.
I'd go 2-3-0.
Yeah, I agree.
How did they get on tonight? Was it 2-1?
I think they won 2-1. Yeah.
Who was that against? Accrington.
Who are they?
Oh, well, not exactly. But they're not Martin. Let's be honest, and we're not going to be disrespectful. And I'm not going to be disrespectful. That team are not very good, are they?
Not this year. They're not.
No, they're not very good. They're going down. I think we know that now. They're going down with Forest Green. I wouldn't have expected. I'm going to be honest with the players that Peterborough have got. If I was
going to cause us problems.
If I'd have about tonight's game, if I'd have done a correct score on that game, I'd have probably gone 3-0 Peterborough.
Yeah.
Because Accrington are missing players. They're probably getting to the stage of the season where what I've said all season. You remember about like when you get to the business end of the season and the suspensions are kicking in and the injuries are kicking in. This is why I'm sorry to say any Accrington supporters watching this, because I think you're a great little club. But at the end of the day, this is why Forest Green, Accrington Stanley and the like are where they are at this stage of the season. Will you agree, Martin?
I think I probably would actually.
Because of injuries, the squad, they haven't got the squads.
Yeah, and that's why we've assembled the squad that we've had. Like tonight, bringing Carl Edwards on.
But Rich is absolutely right. What he said to me the other day. I mean, at the end of the day, like Rich said to me the other day, and I totally agree with him. He said to me, we should be where we are with the amount of money we spend, and we should be, Martin.
We really should. Final question before we wrap up. Your man of the match tonight, please.
Well, I mean, to be honest with you, I'll tell you what, Martin, I've got to say this because I love the bloke to bits. I think Massimo Luongo was very close to being man of the match tonight, but he wouldn't have got it for me. Obviously, it'd be Nathan Broadhead, because in moments like that, Martin.
Yeah.
A penalty. What minute was that roughly? 84th minute. I'll tell you what, that takes nerves, that takes guts, and that takes a lot of ability to be able to stand that test. And I admired him for that tonight. I'll tell you what, he's a great player. He's obviously got a lot of guts, a lot of heart. And I loved that little bit at the end when, did you see that when Wes was with Brody? And they had a photograph together.
I didn't see that.
That was really lovely. That was really lovely touch. And I'd turn a gun up. There's no playoffs for us, Sheffield Wednesday. Bye for now.
We are live tomorrow, 8:30. Myself and Mark Tuxford for the match day preview as we look ahead to Peterborough. Until then, with love, with care, this is your Talk in Town, the fan platform for fans, by fans, and we'll see you all tomorrow evening.
the thought of you. A long blonde hair.